Hey man, good morning. How you doing? I'm all right, I believe. Rest for me. When you say rest for me, I don't understand that one at all, at all, at all. That is kind of like news to me. Rest for me today. Explain that. And
Good morning.
Kenner, you don't know half the truth, my love. But take care of yourself. Take care. Have a good day. All right, good. Bye bye. All right. It's Real FM, and good morning to you, Miss. What name should I use? Matura?
Sure, that'll work. Good morning.
Morning, Miss Matura. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing better than I was.
It's great to see you.
Yeah, nice
Great
to see you
see
too.
you.
Let me say thanks to yourself and Brandon
Sure.
for doing what you've been trained to do.
Of course, most
Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
you know. So
For doing what you've been trained to do at I'm happy you guys.
it was good. It was good.
Well, I expect it to be good.
Yes, it was.
Hey, I don't expect anything different.
We do well. We collaborate well.
Oh, you collaborated well.
Yes.
Oh,
Just
that's
like
good.
how I collaborate well with you, I collaborate well with him. So
Okay, well that's good news. That's
Yes.
really good news. I feel better, so I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna come out this morning.
that's good. It's good to see you
yeah.
out, but don't force it. If you feel like you need to leave, then you're free to leave. Trust me. We got this. We're adults, and you taught us very well. So if you think that you want to go on a little vacation anytime soon, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, have fun. Have fun, have fun, have fun. We you need to do me a favor.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll explain it to you in a minute. Let me just take a commercial break
Okay.
and I'll explain it to you. You'll have to use my phone to do that.
Okay.
Stay with us, friends. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone disinfecting cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
Green's Concept introduces the latest innovation in air conditioning technology in Grenada, providing the most energy efficient, environmentally friendly air conditioning units in Grenada. Using a natural refrigerant, all air conditioning unit systems are up to 40% more energy efficient than the current units used in the Grenadian market. Powerful cooling while using less electricity and very inexpensive. That means more money in your pocket. We offer free delivery to all locations of installation and installed by top quality trained professional engineers enterprise with over 20 years experience in the business. Contact Greens Concept 417-5460 or 442-1663. Email greensconcept@gmail.com. At Greens Concept, we cool you and the planet.
Greens Concepts announces special prices on 18,000 and 24,000 BTU units. You have been saving on power, now save on prices. Call us today.
Hey, I am Corporal 85 Grant, attached to CRD Eastern Division, reminding you that incest and all other sexual violence is a crime.
And me say no make them take advantage of you.
Spot On, a new program with new perspectives every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. right here on the Realest of the Real, Real 91.9 and 91.5 FM. Real talk, real people, real issues in real time. With your host, Sheldon Scott.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. How you move when you're moving, which direction you're going. You gotta be careful.
Real FM, good morning, drumsticks. How you doing? Tell me, love. Thank you, my dear. How you doing? How's the family? All right. Well, you see, folks tend to think I stayed away because of the cricket. I don't stay away because of cricket and stuff like that. The cricket was good, but folks are tending to think that okay, because of the cricket, I took a couple of days. No, it wasn't that at all. I just wasn't well. I to go to the cricket, I had to struggle to get to the cricket. Anyway, we will talk.
Yes, okay.
All right, then. Well,
You have a nice day.
take care of yourself. Great. Good. Gotta be careful. So, say again?
I say you have to be careful at all times.
Yeah, you
Can
have
you
to
send
be-
a message for me and
We'll send
just
you a
say
message?
sent? Just say sent. Email sent. That's all you have to do
Okay,
for me.
okay, I understand you.
Yes.
Um,
Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? I trust that you guys are doing wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You know what's interesting about this?
I need
eh?
to show you something, yeah, and you need to get up so I can show you because I believe that you guys would have had that problem. You may have had that problem, or you may have it in the future.
Okay.
All right, the board went off yesterday, right?
Yes.
What time?
Can't remember, you know.
You can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what someone is saying here, but let me just do so and check it out. Okay, so the board went off yesterday.
Yeah.
And these two lights here, this one
Yeah.
and this one, must be on when you're doing things like phone calls.
Okay.
So they have to be on constantly,
Okay.
or else you may not hear the person on, especially if you're doing social media calls. Well, calls going on social media, streaming live. This must be on. They both have. This one has to be on for terrestrial radio. This one has to be on because the program 2 is for social media.
Okay.
That's how it was done.
Did you turn it on for the phone one also?
This is the phone one. So this and this, they're on.
I know it's supposed to highlight somewhere.
Yeah, they're lights. Something with those lights that they're not very bright, but they're supposed to be brighter than that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask.
But you remember I called you because it wasn't looking right to me.
Yeah, but the lights are there. If you know what to look for,
Yeah.
you realize now you know what to look for, so
Yeah.
you know that they're there.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, if you see, for instance, this one, right?
Yeah.
They're off. You see they're off now?
Yeah.
Because it's very dim, but now they're on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Well, you should.
I just need to see once, you know. And that's it. Yep. Yep.
Da, 23 minutes after the 7 o'clock. We've got an interview this morning, don't we? You're supposed to have said
yes.
that one. We're supposed to have an interview this morning. Who are we speaking to with this morning?
The lovely minister from St. Mark.
Oh, we finally got her.
My
okay.
my God.
Your
my
godmother.
adopted godmother.
The adopted
She
great,
adopted
great.
me.
So that is at 7:45, right?
Correct.
7:45 to 8:45. I think.
Roundabout, yeah.
Right. So 7:45 to 8:45 we'll be having Minister Clarice Modez. That means after we do her today, then we'll be only left to do Minister Pamela Moses, and then we'd have completed all
All
7.
the female.
Yeah, 7. 4 from St. Andrew, the one from Carriacou, St. Mark, and St. Patrick East.
Okay.
So we've completed all 7. And then I hope that we can start on the men. And then I get a chance to ask the Prime Minister some soft questions again.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
All right, but let me say thank you to Minister Bola.
Senator Bola.
Senator Bola. Why am I saying minister? Want to give him some accolades or something? Yeah. Senator Bola, good morning to you, and thank you so very much. No, I'm not your God. Don't ever tell anybody that. Are you crazy?
I'm so sorry. Good morning, Bernadette. Good morning, Bernadette. No, it's not pineapple. Good morning, Bernadette, and happy birthday to you.
Today's her
Very,
birthday.
very, very, very
you-
special happy birthday.
Yeah, well,
to
you could tell her that. I wouldn't be telling her that
I
simply because it's.
completely forgot.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
get pineapples, so I ain't gotta tell nobody
Behave
happy
yourself.
birthday.
Say happy birthday.
Nope, I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't say happy birthday at all. Oh, did I say happy birthday?
Yes, you.
How you move when you're moving, which direction you going, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk. Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It is real. It's 91.9, 91.5 at www.drealfmgrenada.com. 25 minutes after 7 o'clock. Wow. A little bit late, but better late than never. Jason Robertson at the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office. Good morning to you, Jason.
Good morning to you, Andre, and good morning to our listeners of Real FM. Let's take a look at the weather for today, Wednesday, the 30th day of June 2021. At Point Chalin, it is cloudy. The wind is calm. The barometric pressure is 13.7 millibars, which is above normal and rising. The present temperature, 25.4 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity, 94%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.5 degrees Celsius, and the minimum last night, 25.5 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, we had 0.7 millimeters of rain. The total for the month so far, 187 millimeters. Now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carriacou, PT, Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to overcast with some widely scattered to widespread showers and isolated thunder. The public should take note here that minor flooding is possible in vulnerable areas. Today's maximum temperature should reach 30 degrees Celsius. Wind should be east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Sea should be moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters. Public also should take note here that a marine advisory is in effect. Tide is currently falling will be low at 1:35 p.m. and high at 8:25 p.m. Sunset today 6:36, sunrise tomorrow 5:47. To repeat the forecast, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to overcast with some widely scattered to widespread showers and isolated thunder. The public should take note here that minor flooding is possible in vulnerable areas. From the Morris Bishop International Airport, Jason Robertson reported.
Thank you very much, Jason. Have a great day.
All right, Andy.
Good. It's 27 minutes. Do we still have water-wise these days?
That? What the?
Well, like, come on.
What?
So
Hold on.
Are you telling me that I can't ask questions?
First of all,
Uh-huh.
one day you miss a water wise. Don't even bother come with that.
Was it one?
Do we
Was
still
it one
have
day?
water wise these
Yeah,
days?
water-wise these
First
days.
of all, you weren't gone for a month.
You don't know. Come on. Come on. Humor a guy.
No, you done gone
Humor
to a whole lot of evidence.
Wow.
That one take win. No, you take win.
Yeah. Somebody saying if you need to be, if you're doing the Facebook, you need to be visible. We will be visible in a minute. It's just that this morning, Wednesday morning, we have a number of things to be running helter-skelter. If you want to see it, okay, fine. You want to see us run.
See us run all
You
over
want to
the
see us run
country.
over the country? So hold on. But then we'll show you exactly what's happening here because I am here and Nabila is there and she's stuck again.
That's nothing new. Yesterday I had a whole conversation with me frozen in one spot.
Right. So we got there. So Nabi will have to get up just now and go do something and run back to grab the seat and stuff like that. Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, the 30th day of June.
It's the last day of the month. We're in July.
No, we're not
We're
in July.
almost in July. Just asleep and awake, and July is right there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. So folks want to know, well, why we weren't on. Because we're doing a number of things. We're trying to set up so that we can do that interview with
Not
Minister
interview, discussion.
Discussion.
We don't
yeah.
do interviews no
Yeah.
more.
With Minister Modeste.
Yes.
Yeah, and then there were a couple of other glitches. So you would have seen Nabila flying over the studio. So we decided that was not the best thing. That's how we put up the thing. Be right back. All right, but you want to see. So from now on, we ain't taking that. You will see everything that we're doing. That's what you want to see. We're good with that. 7:30. That's our time. That's what you want to hear. We're good with this too.
Customer services, bill payment, revenue collections. We are open. Nawasa's Lucas Street headquarters. Come, we are excited to serve you. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Good morning, listeners, and welcome to WaterWise, a production of the National Water and Sewerage Authority, Nawasa. I am Wendy Chateau. Residents of Munich and surrounding communities served by the Munich water treatment plant will now see improvements in their supply quality and consistency with the official commissioning of the new Munich water treatment plant tomorrow, Thursday, July 1st, 2021. The new system, which was originally scheduled to be commissioned on Wednesday, 23rd June, but rescheduled because of adverse weather conditions, will benefit residents of Munich, Mount Carmel, Tuileries, Marquis, and surrounding communities in the parish of St. Andrew. The new water treatment facility replaced an aged system that was fraught with issues and not able to adequately meet the needs of consumers in a reliable manner. The new Munich water treatment plant was constructed with co-funding from the Basic Needs Trust Fund, BNTF, at a cost of $800,000 and includes the construction of a brand new sedimentation tank, 2 slow sand filters, and a water storage tank with a capacity of approximately 50,000 gallons. General Manager Mr. Christopher Husbands speaks to this major milestone.
This is part of our overall development plan aimed at improving the level of service and the quality of water to people throughout the state. We've opened a number of plants in the last couple of years, Mount Agnes, Blaze, we did Spring Gardens as well. So this is another one that we're going to be commissioning. It's a new treatment plant with improved treatment capabilities that will definitely ensure an improved level of service for the residents in Munich, both in terms of quality of supply and consistency of supply. So I'm happy for the residents of Munich. They have been very patient. They have had serious inconveniences to date, and I'm happy to let them know that the light that we've been speaking of at the end of the tunnel is right here now. So the plant is actually functional now. It's in its testing, and we we're running it. So they have already started receiving an improved supply, and this can only get better. We're heading next to Plaisance this year, so I can give the residents in Plaisance a heads up also, and those environs, that we have a new plant coming for you up there. So the same improved service is going to continue in all areas where we've identified deficiencies throughout the island.
It's a very proud moment for Nawasa. We also remind consumers in St. Patrick that a team will be in your parish on Friday, July 2nd, 2021 to facilitate bill payment. The team will be at our St. Patrick office from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. to receive payments. We encourage you to use the opportunity to service your accounts and keep them up to date. Also, in order to reduce waiting time for service, you can access your bill balances prior to visiting the payment center. If you require an account balance, you can access it by calling 405-5245 between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. You can also make account queries using that number and request bill balances and report leaks and water outages on 459-6064 or by calling Nawasa's emergency line 292 or 435-0715. We encourage all customers to keep their accounts up to date to avoid the inconvenience of disconnection, as any account in arrears over 60 days is liable for disconnection, and reconnection cannot be guaranteed before 72 working hours or 3 working days. That's our program this morning. On behalf of the entire team at Nawasa, I am Wendy Chateau, wishing you a fantastic day. Remember too, if you haven't already done so, go follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay connected.
Customer services, bill payment, revenue collections. We are open. Nawasa's Lucas Street headquarters. Come, we are excited to serve you. NOASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Neil Streit, an international social skill consultant, and I'm here to let the public know that every child has a right to say no to sexual violence.
And me say no make them take advantage of you.
When you think of Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, what comes to mind? A reliable financial institution that has stood the test of time. Maybe you think about the convenience and quality financial service they provide. Do you think about their readiness to help you retire, achieve your academic goals, build your dream home, buy the piece of land, or the elegant car? Or maybe the convenience of their different locations, Jubilee Street in Grenville, or the new outlet on Lucas Street in St. George's in the Derek Sylvester building. Maybe you always consider how they're always a phone call away, 442-8602 or 438-4228. They're also online, www.grenvillecreditunion.com. No matter what comes to mind, remember, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is the best place to save and to borrow, working with you to make your brighter tomorrow.
There comes a time in every household when a loved one passes on, and we all need the support and guidance of a trusted friend. Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home has been your dedicated friend. And now, for your convenience and added financial ease, we introduce specially designed complete funeral packages from as low as $5,500. Same professional quality services, but now greater choices at the lowest possible prices. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Conditions apply. Serving you from locations in St. George's, Grenville, and Carriacou. Call us at 440-2302 any time of day. Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home, continuing a tradition of excellence.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, inset screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantemelle in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
Spot On, a new program with new perspectives every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. right here on the Realest of the Real, Real 91.9 and 91.5 FM. Real talk, real people, real issues in real time. With your host, Sheldon Scott.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking.
When you walk in, where you go when you walk in, what you doing? Can I help you?
Did you call me, and how did you call me? Because only one person calls me like that, and it's Sabaran.
I gave her that name. You didn't know that?
No.
I gave her that name. That's why she calls you that way. Yeah, yeah, you know, I gave her that name. I gave Sabaran that name. So it was about a month or two after I started calling her Sabajan. You know, I passed one day and I said, "Oh, she's da, 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 da." You didn't know that. I'm your friend. I'm your only friend. Of course.
My friend would never, but then again, only my friends will do that to me.
No, I wouldn't repeat it like this,
Of
right?
course,
No, I wouldn't repeat it like this.
But I think I understand where it came from, you know, because back then, I probably have a little some now, but back then it was ooh. Yes.
Yeah. So, but it's like the private. As a matter of fact, I don't even believe, based on what it is, I don't believe that anyone will make that mistake outside of Sabra or Sawajan and myself. Nobody else will make that mistake.
The guy.
Which one?
The guy says that.
I don't know which guy.
The guy down in St. Mark.
Oh yeah?
The guy.
He does?
I think Sabajan gave him the name.
No, he heard me.
Maybe. Right.
He probably heard me.
Maybe,
the guy.
Yeah.
But other people wouldn't make that mistake. Are you crazy?
Of course not.
They know that's death. That's death. You can't do that. Oh boy, it's getting cloudy. But we're moving up to the hour. We're gonna have the minister. Are we ready with her?
I was going to turn on my thing.
Oh, go on, turn on. Yeah.
Say to call the girl.
Okay. Oh yeah. I know what I called you for. See how good I am. Still that good. Still.
Well, I really appreciate this given your current circumstances, knowing that everything is not too peachy on your end. So I appreciate this. Thank you very much. Let me open it so I can tell the people what I smell, what I see. People, there's mango, there's beet, carrot.
No
Well,
carrot.
mango, beet, somebody else.
You figure that out.
Because you're not going to limit it to mango and beet only.
Well, you figure that out. I'm not gonna say what it is.
That's okay.
It's just that I'm just letting you know that I'm down to the last ebb. So maybe I'm not even sure if I have enough for tomorrow. But maybe this is just like the last ebb.
Okay.
So have fun.
But I don't get fruits and stuff.
Somebody saying sea moss. No, Caroline, it's not sea moss. I don't do sea moss.
And it's not okra. Trust
No,
me. We had a week of okra.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna go handle that.
How's Rondalyn?
Man, nobody know. This girl get bright.
Oh yeah?
I think she's okay.
Oh, okay.
When she'll hear that, she gonna message me and say something. Because she's always listening. So good morning, Rondalyn. But yes, she get bright.
Mr. Hilaire, good morning. Bonaparte, good morning. How you doing? Here's hoping that Bonaparte wants you to have a wonderful day.
I know, I look so pretty. Oh, thank you. I got compliments already, don't worry.
Can you please,
Sure.
your tasks need to be performed and give me an indication when you're ready.
Yes.
This is real. This is 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Once again, it is indeed a joy to be with you in all my troubled self this morning, but nonetheless, we'll be okay. Dr. Entwine, yeah, we need to speak. Yeah. Also, Mina, I need to speak with you in relation to something that I would love to do tomorrow morning. I don't know if you can. I believe that we can, and I hope that we do. All right. So Mina, I need to speak to you. And Dr. Entwine, haven't heard from you in quite a bit, sir. And it means that we need to have a conversation. We definitely need to have a conversation. And okay, who else? Who else do I need to speak to like on the radio? Oh, Ambassador Smith, good morning. Good morning to you, Claire. Rondalyn, what's up? Okay, I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Yeah. Who else do we speak to? Caroline. Caroline is like a staple. She's always there, and I really love that. I love the fact that, that she enjoys Real FM like that. And yesterday evening, I got a call, and I had to do this apology. Let me apologize to all our listeners for the fact that we did not have the program with Sheldon last evening. No, it was no fault of Sheldon's. That program, if you didn't know, is a recorded program. And what usually happens is that Sheldon records the program and sends the program in. And I went into the computer, I went into the system in St. George's, and there was something that I had to do, and I did not do. So hence the reason why you did not get the program. And I do apologize for that. So the program that you were supposed to hear last evening, which would have been Tuesday evening, you will now hear that program on Thursday evening. Well, let me not say that. I'll have to speak to Sheldon first today to see whether or not we can use the program from Tuesday evening, if we can use it on Thursday evening. And somebody sent me a message from Molyneux saying, hey, what's up? What's going down with Sheldon's program? And I let me apologize. It was my error. It had nothing to do with him. He basically had it going, and it should have been on. My problem. So I apologize. Good. So we can move on from that now. Right, Caroline? I know you stop it, Andre. Behave, guy. Yeah, behave like a good guy. Do you understand? If you behave like a good guy, then guy, what is she doing? Oh boy. Yeah, she's I think that she's gotten this thing totally wrong. Yeah. You don't need local. You need to get the guest in. Oh boy. Andre, do not focus on that. Let that take care of itself. It is real, 91.9, 91.5, www. We are standing by for that conversation, that discussion with Minister Modeste this morning. Stay with us. This is your favorite station, especially on a Wednesday morning.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents: soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Dr. Chaitan again, international social skill consultant, reminding you that we should stop every form of sexual violence here in the beautiful island of Grenada.
I say no make them take advantage of you.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most: your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Treat yourself from head to toe with A1 hair, skin, and beauty products from Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store, located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, close to the New Testament Church. Want to achieve that classic Instagram model look? Come visit us at Sarah's Beauty Salon. We offer expression, pre-stripped, and antibacterial braids, forelocks, Jericho, deep wave, yaki weave. Knit-front wigs are also available, both synthetic and human hair. Of course, we offer a collection of extensions, Brazilian 100% human hair and Peruvian 100% virgin remedy. We provide our customers with the finest nail care products, eyelashes, do-rags, razors, shaving products, and weaving needles to keep you stylish and popping. Visit Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store today, and remember, we treat our customers with the lowest prices nationwide and raging discounts store-wide. Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store, where all your beauty wishes will most certainly be granted.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. How you move when you're moving, which direction you're going. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. search for happiness, you got to leave a little room for loneliness. More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You got to be careful. You got to be careful with what you do.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfectant cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Dr. Chaitan again, international social skill consultant, reminding you that we should stop every form of sexual violence here in the beautiful island of Grenada.
I say no make them take advantage of you.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most. Your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world. Well, we did promise you that we'd be having for you or having with us this morning for our usual discussion on a Wednesday. Because remember, we started, that would have been, let me see, we've done 5 already, but it's more like 6 weeks ago because we didn't have one last week. Could be more than 6, because there's a week we did not have, one. It's like probably about 6-7 weeks ago we started this. And it was Senator Bola, who I spoke to as the General Secretary of the New National Party. I spoke to him and says, hey, what is the possibility of speaking to the 7 female politicians, 7 female members of the House of Representatives? And he says, okay, Andre, we can try that. We can try to do that. And he started, and I believe that we have had a wonderful time thus far because we started with Kate Lewis, Minister Kate Lewis, and then we moved on. And we had quite a nice discussion with Minister of Carriacou and Diplomatic Affairs, Kindra Matern Stewart. Good morning to you, ma'am, and here's hoping that you have a wonderful day. And today we've gotten down to having our friend to the west of us, which would be towards my left hand, to the west. Our friend to the west of us. As a matter of fact, if you know of the NNP dealings, she would tell you that she's part representative of St. Patrick West, because of how close Redmond as a village is to her. And Anthony Boson accepts that, and he says, sure, no problem. You can help me run the constituency. That's no problem. So with me this morning, and joining me on the live is Minister Clarice Modeste. Good morning, Minister, and how are you this morning?
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
How you doing?
And pretty good, pretty good. Everything considered.
Well,
Everything.
the first
Yes.
thing that stands out for me is the smile always there. The smile is always there, but that haircut, Minister, you're happening.
Papa.
You got it going on with that haircut there, man.
I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, good morning. And I must take the opportunity to say good morning to Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, and the Grenadian diaspora, wherever they may be, USA, UK, Canada, and other parts of the world, your listenership. And also, good morning to friends of Grenada. Grenada does have a lot of friends, and I want to greet everyone in a very special way today.
Well, as I said before in my preamble, let me thank Senator Bowler for making this a reality, and he's done a fine job in ensuring that the ministers are available, and that's really and truly great. I would like to start, Minister, basically about and by saying to you, I did not get a chance to speak to you, but last week when we were supposed to have you, unfortunately, you had that situation where you had to lay your brother to rest, and on behalf of all our listeners, the entire staff here and all our listeners, we do extend our deepest sympathy on your loss at this particular point in time, and we hope that you have found closure and that you will be able to heal from here on in relation to the loss of your brother.
Thank you very much. I can't say I've found it. I can't put it in the past yet, but I am in the process.
Great.
And I want to say thank you to you and to your staff. And last week, Sister Yolan, our ambassador, was on, and she did send her condolences, and I want to thank her as well. But the support has been overwhelming from my constituency office, from my staff at the ministry, at GTA, at airport, and so many other friends have really come out. And my constituents, I'm happy for this opportunity to say thanks to everyone. And before I forget, I am really happy to be back on Real FM. I did get distracted for a while, and everyone needs their challenges, and sometimes you do have to prioritize your time and your space just so that you're balanced. But I'm happy to be back in my Real FM family.
Thank you so very much, Minister.
Everyone.
Yeah, I must point out something though, and I could get hanged for this by all the others that I would have spoken to, meaning the female politicians. But I usually stick my head out and I get it cut out sometime and then stick it back. But your background is so studious this morning. It is the most studious background that I've ever seen since I've been doing this. So, I hope nobody kills me for this, but your background is really, I like the books, and so it shows that girl is reading, girl is doing things.
Yes, I attempted to make it professional, because when you watch other people, and I must commend one of my friends for advising me on that. And early up in Zoom, you see different advices how to handle, and I took the advice for what it's worth, and I'm here. You will notice some cards blocking the books now. Mm-hmm. These are my sympathy cards. Some of them that I received. Just to remind me that people care about each other, and that human beings, that we are social beings, and the support we lend to each other. And it reminds me acutely of my responsibility as parliamentary representative to the constituents and to other people. Having a phone call in the night or in the morning, how are you doing? I am reminded that is my duty as a human being, and even more so as a parliamentary representative. So some people will be receiving more calls from me, and I hope to continue the lessons I've learned from the reaching out of people to me, that I can intensify my reaching out to others.
Well, quickly here, there's a Nick Martin. I don't know if you know Nick Martin. I'm not too sure who the person is, but he's saying good morning to you, Mrs. Modest, my most favorite parliamentarian. So already you up there. You've gone up there. And another one, Errol Bonaparte. Good morning, Ms. Modest. How are you? Glad to see you, and may God bless you. So already you're going up in the ratings. There, nobody could stop that
Going
one.
up. Well,
Yeah.
I'm always happy to have friends.
And just like how I love the hairstyle, here's Chrissy Batiste saying, nice hairstyle, Minister. So you got it going on.
Remind me of some days in the past, man, in another life.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, let's start, Minister, with your constituency. What is happening in St. Mark at this particular point in time? What's taking place?
Well, let me start with the CPA results, the exams. I want to start off here and congratulate all of the students from the primary schools who were successful, to congratulate the teachers, the parents, everyone involved in their education. I feel very proud and of their achievements. I want to start off with our special education school for special education at Bonnet area. They have a Bonnet school complex there, and to really compliment Principal Auld and her staff for recognizing the importance of nurturing children who may have some disability, if that's the correct word to say, and investing time into them. I cannot leave out the parents because I visit there. She will tell you that I visit pretty often. I owe them a visit by now. I usually go there and do my thing. And but when you go there, you see the parents assisting in the schools and any activity, they're right up there. And I am so proud of that school, how we take care of our children who may have some challenges mentally or physically or whatever, and how they are nurtured. So commendation to Miss All. One of the students was very successful in the exam. Now, I don't remember, I can't promise to remember names. I'm just checking here. Aliyah Langain.
Yes, that's the name.
Congratulations to Aliyah Langain. She was successful in the CPE exam, and I understand she'll be going to St. Rose Secondary School. Congratulations and all the very best. And, you know, just to say, let that be a lesson to all of us in Grenada. I think we have been, we have fallen short in terms of how, in a general sense, we accept persons who are a little bit different to what we determine is the norm, and had given them an opportunity. Congratulations. Then Samaritan Government School, Samaritan Presbyterian School, sorry.
Yeah.
All of the children passed. And I scrolled down quickly and I saw some came up very high on the national level. And again, commendations to everyone, the students and teachers and the parents and family, whoever played a role. And not to leave out our Bonnet Government School now, they have done very well. All were not successful, but commendations to all. So I wanted to start there. Secondly, when you dismiss me from this meeting, I have to join the Senator Winston Garvey. He is responsible for NADMA.
Yeah.
And we're going to look at a resource center that has been built at Union. And it has all of the facilities. It has conference room, it has change rooms, showers, kitchen, everything that you would want for a community activity. But it also, I believe, could serve as a class, premier, whatever you call it, first class shelter. They grade them. I'm trying to remember what, but anyway, one of the primary shelters in Paris. And so we're going to look at it to see how it fits into the criteria.
I want to
And
stop you here, Minister, for a minute. I'd like to stop you here. Are you speaking about that facility on the where you are hoping to have that new playing field?
playing field. Yeah, I was just going to add
Yeah,
that.
oh, well, that facility is ready?
The facility is complete. And the playing field,
Congratulations.
when it was last checked a few weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago, it was about 85% completed. So
Congratulations.
that's the playing field, but the resource center is completed. So in Union, we'll have one of the bigger playing fields. It compares compares favorably to the Alston George Park. We were looking at a 400-meter facility that would accommodate all of the sporting events, athletics and otherwise, and give our children, put them on a equal footing with others who have larger fields. We have not quite been able to achieve that. It is a work in progress, but we thought because it's private lands and we have difficulties accessing the private lands, we have decided to go with what we have, but it is pretty large. It's a nice area up there. And the only question I'm being asked, when can we start? You know, the kids and so on.
Yes,
They
yes.
like it. They still use it. They put up their wickets.
Yeah.
They sticks and play. And I really just cannot wait for that to happen. So that is one of our major projects that would serve the parish because it lends itself to being fenced around properly. I know that's one of the requirements for the football associations and so on. And I believe we can have a very good playing field, if not quite the 400-meter size, but close enough, and certainly could accommodate cricket and football and so on. So that is being completed as we speak. I'm very proud of it. It has taken a lot. It took, because government has no lands of that area. So we had to be purchasing bit by bit, and not everybody wants to get rid of the land, you know. So we have to be mindful of that as well and try to work with people. But we're almost there, and I'm happy for that. The other one is, you mentioned Red Mud. Quite a few weeks ago, we launched a project for a farm road in Redmond, where it was a dirt road, dirt farm road, but it allowed vehicular traffic, Land Rovers and so on. Sorry. And then there was a break in a small bridge. They call it a culvert. We call it a bridge. And that project was launched. I understand it's going full speed ahead. And so farmers are happy that soon they will have vehicular access. Because if you're a farmer and you do not have vehicular access, imagine the problems to get plants into the land and to get produce out of it. So we hope to see quite a bit happening there. We have done quite a few roads, Bele Farm Road as well. And then the next one to be done is the Monsini to Brothers. St. Mark will get a portion of that. Monsini is in St. Mark. And the Brothers, as you know, is in St. John. So that will be a joint farm road project. But it shows that government is very, very, cognizant of the importance of agriculture to our industry. The other thing is that from the tourism point of view, we are working, you'll be aware that the Duquesne Beach has a number of important petroglyphs.
Correct.
And we've started some training with a group of women to do designs of the petroglyphs. They made their own design so that they can put it on different products to market. So like T-shirts, they learn to make pottery and so on, a teacup, a bowl, whatever. And we're in the final stage of completing the training and to set up on that on Duquesne Beach. This is one of the projects, and we do have some other petroglyphs. I hope you're hearing me.
Yes, I am hearing you. Yes, I'm hearing you.
It's raining. It's raining.
Yes, I realize.
We do have some other petroglyphs we have in the parish. We have in an area that we call Lassus, just before you enter Victoria. You have in Waltham. You have in Union, near to the police station. So we plan to put that all into a package tour and to link it up with other areas, like in St. George, right in Queen's Park, you have one of the petroglyphs there. And in St. Patrick's, you have, so we're going to link it up as a tour for visitors as well as locals, because our history is very important. And we are working on that. We are working to train persons as tour guides. You know, we have the famous Tufton Hall waterfall. Yeah. Now we have the Rainbow waterfall, and there are several others. And there are a number of trails that take you to warm springs and other things that locals as well as visitors to our shores can enjoy. So we've set a date for next Monday to start training, and we have about 15 names. We can accommodate another 5 or so. So anybody listening from St. Mark who wants to be trained as a tour guide, because we want to do this thing properly. At this point in time, a number of persons would call individuals. I need a guide to Mount St. Catherine, I need one to Tufton Hall Waterfalls and so on. But they need the training. And we want to make it professional so that when we market it on the tourism website, you know that everything is according to international standards and according to expectations. We have had one other training from an international organization for some of the applicants for the tour guide training. One of the internationally recognized training institutions, the Aquila training program, and they already did that, and already their interest is peaked and they're excited. So these are some of the things that we are doing in addition to our usual roads and drains and the housing project is coming on so nicely. I am also proud of our domestic toilet and bathroom projects. And I say domestic because in the past we were confined to the public toilets and bathrooms, but we've met with challenges. The destruction of the facilities and so on, and the difficulties to keep it hygienically acceptable and so on. And so we've come up with a program nationwide. It's not just my program, but every constituency, I believe, is doing it, where we actually build toilets and bathroom for persons who have difficulties funding their own.
Minister, I see that on the main street, I can call it in Victoria, is probably another name for it, or you know the name.
Queen Street.
Queen Street. There you go.
After the Queen.
Minister, we need to do some and look at renaming all those streets. That street should be called Clarice Street, as far as I'm concerned. But we'll get to that one of these days.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But tell me, I see that you've done something that has started a process in Grenada, which is the government has knocked down a building that poses a threat to humanity. It shows up front that you do care about your constituents, and you've knocked down that building. The space is available. Is it available so that the owner of the spot does something in it, or has it now been acquired by government?
It has not been acquired. We intervened because it posed, as you say, a threat to health and to life.
Oh shit! You've frozen there, Minister. Seem like we do have an internet issue. We probably need to. We'll be right back. Stay with us. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. It's your station in the morning time at 20 minutes after the 8 o'clock hour.
To get a share. Wolf in sheep clothing.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&N Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&N Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch Game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Treat yourself from head to toe with A1 Hair, Skin, and Beauty products from Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store, located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, close to the New Testament Church. Want to achieve that classy Instagram model look? Come visit us at Sarah's Beauty Salon. We offer expression, pre-stripped, and antibacterial braids, forelocks, cherry curl, deep wave, yaki weave. Knit-front wigs are also available, both synthetic and human hair. Of course, we offer a collection of extensions, Brazilian 100% human hair and Peruvian 100% virgin Remy. We provide our customers with the finest nail care products, eyelashes, do-rags, razors, shaving products, and weaving needles to keep you stylish and popping. Visit Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store today, and remember, we treat our customers with the lowest prices nationwide and raging discounts store-wide. Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store, where all your beauty wishes will most certainly be granted.
22 minutes after the 8 o'clock. Minister, you know what? I need to speak to your internet service provider so that you can have a better internet in that area.
Actually, I don't think it was. I would have preferred to blame the internet, but it's not the culprit. I had inadvertently touched something and it just went. I would have preferred to blame them, but it's not fair.
And that speaks to your honesty, because you could have just blamed them and we could have just moved on. You know, that speaks to your honesty. Oh, I love you. So we were talking about whether or not government would have acquired that spot already to do something.
Andre, I don't want to take too much time on that, but no, it is the situation with that building is that the building had too many owners, and therefore had no owner. Nobody accepted responsibility. And for years, I have written to persons. There was an executor, an administrative person. I engaged everybody, and the building was in a much better condition. But I saw what was happening, and I had some engineers look, and they were advised, and nobody bothered. You know, so eventually we had to go through a very long process. Health has to deem that it is a health risk. Works had to come in, and it took it took years. It's unbelievable how some things take long. Some things in our system really do take too long. And I hope we can find ways to expedite things when it's necessary. I know we've done some things expeditiously, but not enough. And that was an example. However, it worked out, and government at this point in time took the cost. Truckage and all of these things and equipment, they do cost money, but lives are priceless. So it was done. But strange enough, there was a sign put up very recently. It was a very ugly sign that says trespassers would be shot.
Really?
Yes. And it's interesting, when it was a danger to people, nobody came up. I engaged people, the family, and so on, members. Not everybody, but because some of them are abroad, but whomever I could get, I did official letters and so on, begging, let's do something about this building before it gets out of hand. And nobody bothered. Everybody said it's not me. But to put an ugly sign like that to say trespassers, government has made no attempt to occupy the land. in any way. But, this statement came out. And,
Unfortunate.
I'm just wondering what is
Unfortunate.
going on. So perhaps it has an owner, and perhaps now the owner can look at the property tax balances and so on that are owed to government, and maybe something can happen. Why not?
And maybe you can affix the cost of the demolition of a building that was a public hazard to the owner.
That is where it has to go, because this is an additional bill that has to be dealt with. And I believe that and I know in other countries, if you don't want to demolish, the state demolishes for you, but you pay for it.
Yeah.
And I think there are a number of other buildings like that. And I just wish that the owners would take up the responsibility to demolish or seek help if they cannot. But to leave it like that, it really affects the aesthetics of the whole area. I mean, when you see that space now, it is a beauty to behold.
It is.
I pass there. I say, oh my goodness, what a major difference. But anyway, that is what it is. There are a few more. But I like the moral persuasion. Speak to people, see if something can be done. But there are times when nothing is done, that the state has to take on its responsibility.
All right, my final question for you on your constituency has to do with, Minister, I don't know, I would like to know what's your connection here, Minister, because I'm only seeing them in St. Mark, those lights. Minister, are you making them in diamond? I mean, where do you get them from?
Remember, my ministry is tourism, civil aviation, the environment, and climate change.
Yes.
I got to get involved. I mean, I got to preach it one way or the other, whether verbally or in my actions. And so I would tell you that started quite a while back when we just were submitting list of requests for lights to be replaced. Some years ago now, we haven't received a light from Grand Lake for quite a while. And I know that what I'm saying here is a reflection of what all of us as parliamentary representatives suffered. Over a longer period, we used to submit a list, and every now and then you might get a 5, you might get a 10, lights were replaced and so on, and then it stopped. And there were some areas that are very dark, and you watch people passing there. Everybody, but more young girls, coming from late classes and all of that, and maybe the older folks. And it was, to me, it posed a danger to everybody, but especially our women folk. And so I bought a first batch of lights, solar lights, and had them installed. And then recently, I linked up with a good supplier, and we have installed solar lights in many areas between the regular street lights, because some of them are spaced so far that the lights from both do not meet, and therefore you have some very dark spots on the main road. And I think, and in the villages as well. So we've put on the main, we've put in the villages. I thought it was a good investment to make for the safety of people, so that you can see where you're going. And off the record, I can give you, I don't know if you would want me to mark it. So off the record, I can give the names, but I know my colleagues are asking. And another thing we have done again, when you see somebody who doesn't have electricity in their house, year on, you know that they cannot afford it.
Yeah.
A lot of Canadians have electricity, the majority have. And so it means they cannot get light, they cannot get the internet services and all of the other things, amenities that we used to think were optional, but are very necessary. School children now have to go on the devices and do certain classes and so on, and you need Wi-Fi. And so what we did from the same supplier, we purchased this setup.
The solar panels? The solar panels?
Solar panels.
Yeah.
Some small solar panels, and we've been putting them with a box, whatever the box is. It has about 2 attachment for electrical lights, so you can do your wiring
Mhm.
and put two lights, just about two. So, and it's for small houses, and you can charge your phone, you can charge your whatever you have that is solar, that needs electrical charging. Sorry, it can be charged that way. So we've implemented that in the homes, and we made a number of persons happy. But I'm also very happy that we could implement something that is not derived from fossil fuel, like the diesel and so on. And so it's environmentally friendly, but it provides an excellent service for the people in the parish. And of course, visitors like you who pass through.
Yeah, I was very, very, very happy to see them. A couple nights ago, I was coming up from cricket, and I was like, okay, fine. There's no longer 1 and 2. There's 3 and 4 and 5 and so on. I'm like, okay. So Clarice, where you getting these things? That's what I'm saying. I said, oh, Clarice, where you getting these things to them? How come nobody else didn't have
We
that?
have in Redmond. You remember there was a very tragic situation in Redmond
Yes.
years ago?
Yes, yes.
And they were always asking for lights. And we were always asking for the lights to be put there. It didn't happen. So we put one. Now they say they want a second one. And we're working on a second one for them, because that area too is very, very dark. So between me and Brother Bosa, we good.
Right. So there are 2 suggestions coming here from listeners, and I always like to repeat what our listeners and viewers give us once they're they're proper things. If they're improper, then I have to know how to deal with it. But here's one coming in, and it says, "Would that be trademark? Don't want to get into the hoopla tit-tat war similar to what happened to the Juve rum." Speaking of, would the petroglyphics, the designs that the ladies are doing, have they gone into the whole thing of trademarking that, Miss Modeste? Have you done that already?
I must confess we have not, and thanks to that listener and for making that contribution. Andre, I just beg 2 seconds. I got a signal, my battery is low. Let me just pull my charger. Sorry.
Careful what you do now. Go ahead, do what you gotta do. It's moved on now to 27 minutes before the 9 o'clock hour. Looking to speak to Minister right up until maybe about 8:45, because she did indicate that she has to be somewhere else just around the 9 o'clock hour, and it will just take her about 15 minutes with safe driving to get from her place to where she's supposed to meet with Senator Galway. So we have to be mindful of that. And then I have 2 other suggestions for her, or questions for her from our viewers. Let's look at would that be trademark? So she's saying that no, they have not thought of that as yet, but she's expecting very soon. Minister, you were saying very soon you expect to trademark that, because you don't have a problem.
We have to.
Yeah.
And I must say, even without the marketing, visitors do come to Duquesne Bay specifically to look for those petroglyphs. And I am so proud of these women. They made the designs and they're coming along nicely. And I hope within another 2 months or so, we'll start seeing products from that endeavor.
So please do the registration and get that thing trademarked.
Very important.
Very important there.
That although Stillborn originated in Trinidad, that they didn't have the patent for some time.
Well, true.
Another country that didn't know about oil drums. So we have to be careful.
We have to be careful. Minister, here is one of your viewers, listeners. Here's what the person is saying. Can she speak more on the solar lights in case someone wants to sponsor families? So you got people already interested in wanting to sponsor.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good. Okay, so I don't think it's not a secret. I purchased them from Blue Bubbles, that is at the Trade Center.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Trade Center.
Yeah.
And I think he deserves a little advertisement because he did give me a couple free of cost.
Okay, you can go ahead. You can go ahead. You can go ahead. You can go ahead.
But it works because I've asked the people and they say it works. It's a nice little panel, not very, large and cumbersome. And it has, I think, even more than the charging facility, it has 1 or 2 other features, but I don't recall all of them, but definitely it puts about 2 bulbs in that house, and it allows them to charge little things like the cell phone and so on, and maybe the little device that the children use in the school, whether it's iPads or laptops, whatever they use, it helps with that. So it really makes a difference for poor families. Because as I said before, Andre, the people who do not have electricity in their house, you know they are indigent. You don't have to ask that, especially in Grenada.
There is another suggestion here, this one from your good friend Kenny Lal Singh, and Kenny says, tell my girl Clarice to make it a green area. And I guess he's speaking to the area where the building used to be. He's saying, make it a green area. He said, tell my girl Clarice to make it a green area. So that's an idea of something that can work in that particular place.
Certainly, I think so. I think it will be very good to do that. And, you know, funding for things like that may be available from different international organizations, because they like it when you do these innovative things that preserve integrity, preserve environment. And so we're getting there, we're getting bigger and bigger, but I would like to see St. Mark and Grenada as a whole become more environmentally friendly. I do not know if we can ever completely get rid of the need to use diesel and other fossil fuels, but I do know that we can look more at renewable energy like solar and wind energy and wave, whatever other types of energy.
For the next couple of minutes, Minister, let me move on to your Ministry for Tourism. Green light from the UK. Good news for Grenada.
Good news for Grenada. It was a lot of hard work. I must compliment the chairman and the Grenada Tourism Authority for the work that they have done. GHTA has also made the efforts where they could, and we have gotten some, at least a new marketing firm in the UK that was aggressively pushing for us. Can't forget our High Commissioner in London, Sister Keisha. I remember in Keisha. Commissioner.
Yeah.
Our Commissioner Grant. I must call her properly on the media. So yes, everybody just pushed. UK's High Commissioner to Grenada as well. We were engaged and we really tried to impress upon them Grenada's performance in keeping out COVID when we could, locking down in a timely manner. Our protocols have worked. I must say they are a little bit cumbersome on the app to follow, but once you get through that part of it, the protocols have worked. And we have kept our numbers down. I'm just looking at a paper from the Ministry of Health. For weeks, we have been on 161. And last week we got one case. And as people come in, you expect to get the odd case. But since then, in a week, you've only had one case. And looking at the news this morning and seeing Israel going back and putting masks on, other countries looking at lockdown, etc., we know that we have done extremely well. One of the things that they were insisting on was our vaccination rate. How many people, what percentage do we have vaccinated? Because that is a safety issue with the variants, the Delta, all kinds of variants, Alpha and Delta and whatnot. But the ones you hear about mostly is the Delta variant, because it seems to be the most aggressive in terms of transmission and in terms of numbers of deaths. And we were not able to make that a strong point for us. And it worried me, because while I know we need to be very careful and cautious, I'm also aware that tourism contributes significantly to our economy, and it provides jobs, livelihoods. I'm aware that a number of the taxi drivers have not made $1 in the past, year and a half almost. And some persons are waiting to go into the hotels to work, and the tour operators and the attraction sites have not been doing well. And so we have to strike a balance somewhere. And I still believe that vaccine is the answer. So we have the green light, but it is very fragile, very tentative, because we do not have the vaccination level. We're still in 13,000. I am told we need perhaps about 60,000 persons to be vaccinated. So the mathematicians can do the math, but it's not encouraging at this time. Some initiatives have been taken, and I hope they will work. But I think, again, morally, we have an obligation to our own selves, for our health. We have an obligation to our families. You work in a hotel. How could you justify not getting vaccinated to protect yourself, so that when you go home, the risk of bringing the disease into your home is much less? And if you want to work with people, then you have to keep the people safe as well. So I think we have a duty and a moral obligation. And I want to just say that last week I had the opportunity to attend a session with Shadel Nayak of Belmont Estate. She did one for her staff, because we understand that there are some hesitations, and that we have to deal with it and assist persons who have some doubts. And she got two powerhouses with her. Dr. Kestaned, our own Grenadian son of the soil, who works somewhere in Miami, and Dr. Martin. And they did a lot of explanations, and I did my bit to encourage persons, because you are in the industry and you have a duty and a responsibility to get vaccinated. Yes.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead, Minister.
I was just saying the evidence is there, with millions of persons being vaccinated, with 13,000 in Grenada being vaccinated. And you know, nowadays, if somebody gets sick and people know that that individual was vaccinated, you know, they turn the blame on as though people prior to the vaccine, nobody got sick. And all of a sudden, people take it. You know, it was very sad to hear, and it was a whisper, but I bring it to the fore, not because of the impact it had, but, you know, just to show that some people, they are bent on fighting the vaccination issue and opposing it no matter what. My brother died. He died of whatever causes, and he got fully vaccinated. I didn't push him. He thought it was the best thing to do, and I think he heard me preaching a lot about getting vaccinated. And he died. And then I heard people saying it was the vaccine, you know? And somebody got sick yesterday. And again, it's the vaccine. The vaccine has done a lot of good. There are some side effects, like every medication in the world has. Even some foods for different people does have side effects. There are some foods I can't eat.
Peanuts.
So that is the reality.
Yeah.
That is the reality.
Minister,
but the vaccine saves life.
I know we pressed for time. I'm begging you to give me
I'll go to 9 o'clock. I think my brother will allow me that.
Okay, thank you. Gawe can be a nice guy. Senator Gawe can be a nice guy. Okay.
My good senator.
Yes, he can be a nice guy. I'm going to mention 3 words to you, and then I want you to speak to it. OECS Competitive Project.
All right. Now, that project is a World Bank project that was organized within 3 OECS countries. That is St. Vincent, St. Lucia, and Grenada. And it is supposed to assist us in the area of tourism, so that we can be competitive within the region and further afield. Grenada chose Fort George, the restoration in part of Fort George, because the total restoration is going to take some years of doing. But Grenada chose that, the restoration of Fort George, a 5-year tourism strategic plan, which we need at this time. And also, the other component at first was to look at between the 3 islands. There had to be a collaborative effort. And what the 3 islands chose was an inter-island ferry for transporting people and perhaps cargo as well, and whatever not, because we do have some deficits there. However, with the onset of the COVID and the change in priorities, they allowed some changes, and one island said they couldn't continue with the ferry idea. Another one said, and so Grenada still wanted it, but it was a collaborative effort. So therefore, we had to give it up. I was disappointed on that because I thought between the three islands, we could have done a nice tourism thing, multi-destinations, you know, one trip or whatever. You come to Grenada and you hop on the ferry, spend a night or two in St. Lucia, St. Vincent, you come back, you take your plane, and you're out. But I still have some hopes for that. But what we did was, we were working on the underwater sculpture park, the restoration of some of the sculptures. I mean, they've been there for a lot of years. We had the first one in the world. And so we have engaged the gentleman who did it, Jason, to restore some of what we had and to build some new ones. And we have also brought in a local to the scene where you'll be seeing some things that would interest you. We plan to have a shortening. We plan to have, we're going really cultural. We plan to have a replication or a demonstration of the Carib's Leap situation. I know we'll be happy that St. Patrick is included in that. And so we asked them to redirect that funding to that and to some trails around Granitang Lake. And so the trail that is right around the lake, they call it Shoreline Lake. We're going to be doing that as well. So these are the main components. And I'm happy to say that only yesterday I met with the consultants. Now it's a World Bank project. So these projects must be advertised worldwide. And a team from a company from Spain won the bid.
Okay.
And they were here. They started yesterday. They're going to be spending quite a few days here. They're going to be interviewing people on the ground, talking to various stakeholders to get a sense of what we want. And I want to urge everyone who is called upon, if there's a little forum or so, whether it's virtual or whether it's physical, try and be there to make your voices heard. We want this 5-year strategic plan to be holistic, to be inclusive, and we want it to reflect what is best for Grenada at this time. One of the things that that I keep pressing is the community tourism. The community tourism, and I don't, yes. And we're looking at, Grenada has been designated as a tourism cuisine capital.
Wow.
Cuisine, yes, and it's by the World Food Travel Association. So they've looked at our sarakas, they've looked at our oildong, of course, our nutmeg ice cream, and our chocolate and things like that. And we are there on this World Food Travel Association.
Wonderful.
So we have to maximize that. And one of the ways that we can do that is going out in the communities. So I look forward to us engaging Mr. Daigo. I've never engaged him. To us engaging the organizers of River Sally, the Maroon Festival. And I brought some people before COVID, I think it would have been 2019, to River Sally Saraka. I can't say who enjoyed it more. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, dancing the lingo and that sort of thing, and eating the crab, and it was such a wonderful experience. I've been before, but I think I put more energy into it. And well, I don't know if I can still dance the lingo, but I learned it there. I danced it there, and that is where it is. But imagine a group of tourists coming, dancing Tilingo, eating our kuku or whatever. I mean, I think that would be a great experience, and it would bring more money for people, and it's all natural. We don't have to fabricate anything to do it. Yes, sir.
Minister, it's interesting that you speak of the River Sally Sarka. The last Sarka they had, which was this year, when they sought the permission and they were given permission by the police to have it, and the ministry and the COVID committee, There was a young man who came from St. David's for the very first time to witness the River Sally Saraka. He is a chef. He's a qualified chef. And minister, when he came and he saw that, he's like, Andre, this thing is what happens here every year. I have never seen food like this. There's never been anything like this that I've seen in my life before. He says, I want to do something like that in St. David's. I said, well, by all means, go ahead. Take the idea. And also, you spoke of the underwater sculptures having a short name, minister. Would they be using you as a template?
I don't. I would love that, but they have not approached me. And I've left that decision completely to staff. They have not approached me, but it would be a nice mix, and it would refresh our recognition worldwide, as because we're well known for our underwater sculpture, and I think it would be.
They should use the minister. They should use the minister as the template, so that they can say that's the minister.
Well, say something now.
Well, I start the conversation. But here is something coming from one of the viewers, and I think it's very important here. Is you being a doctor yourself and you having studied in Cuba, and it says here, is the Ministry of Health in contact with our Cuban brothers as it pertains to their vaccine being approved 2 weeks ago? Do you know anything about that? Can you speak to that?
Yes, we have discussed it, and I know some people I know say they're waiting. We have that confidence in Cuban healthcare system, and they have said that they would like to get the Cuban vaccine. What ministry though is waiting on, because the vaccine we use, our government has a directive that it must be WHO, that's World Health Organization approved. My understanding is that we're still waiting on that final approval from WHO. So the Ministry of Health has engaged before in terms of the vaccine, and they will continue to do so. But in terms of appropriation of the vaccine, we would wait on a final word from WHO. So that's where we are, but I'm proud of my second country, Cuba. I'm happy at what they did. I'm not surprised. But when we look at, and I want to take half a minute to compliment our Cuban brothers and sisters, as you so rightly said. I mean, we can say that they made blood out of stone, because being deprived of, the blockade, many primary resources that may have been necessary or might have eased their burden and hastened their process in getting to this stage. They were deprived. They persisted. They used everything local, and they have achieved what a number of third world countries have not been able to achieve. So I am really proud of that, and I'm sure once all of the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, we will be right there. I mean, I took mine already, so somebody asked me, what you going to do? I have to find out if the booster shot can come from Cuba. I have to find out that. But I have all confidence in them and in the processes that they carried out, and I believe that it would be among the best.
You're not the Minister of Finance, I dare say, but what do you think that would mean for the Cuban economy?
That is a good question. And that is one that I cannot answer. Do you know why? Because of the stipulations of the blockade.
Okay.
We would have to look at whether countries would be allowed to freely purchase. Now, this blockade, we don't talk about it, but it is a very deadly thing for any country and for Cuba. Because now that they have gone that far to produce it, it should have been an opportunity for them to realize funds from it, because they need that for the economy. And knowing Cuba, they would sell it. If they're selling it, they're going to sell it as cheap. They would still want to give it free of cost. But, nations have to have a conscience too, and recognizing the resources they would have put into it offer something at least, even if they go for free. However, we have to wait to see what the stipulations of the blockade can do to their ability to sell freely.
Final question for you this morning, Minister. Cruise tourism.
Yes, quickly.
Mhm.
And it's a matter you cannot deal with quickly.
Yeah.
Cruise is getting ready to come back. It is still challenged. It is still challenged. We have been looking at protocols with them for weeks now. Both tourism has been looking with health at the protocols, and we were due for a meeting today to discuss it, but I told them they would have to do without me, because with all that I have to do today, I won't be able to make it. So they might postpone or they might go ahead, because of the necessity to deal with this matter. However, I want to say, one, categorically, that we need the cruise back. The cruise ship port has been unused for more than 1 year. The mall there, the people who sell for tourists, they probably have not sold much, because some of the things are for tourists. So the workers have not. The tour operators, the taxis, the different attraction sites and wherever they go, the chairs on Grand Anse Beach, the persons who provide the beach chairs and so on, a number of people have been impacted negatively. And I'd like to see that started. However, we're treading very cautiously, and we're looking at the protocols. We're insisting on everybody being fully vaccinated, whether you're a guest or whether you're a crew member. However, I know there's going to be a challenge. Even some of the international organizations, they are asking countries not to insist on that, because you have children who are under the age that is acceptable for certain vaccines. You have persons who have medical problems, and we should not be discriminating. This is a topic that is being discussed, because we have to look at our safety, our health and safety, as against our economic health, and we have to strike a balance. So we're looking at what we do. We're guided by the health team, and we are going to respond to them as to what our requirements would be, what would be the protocols. In the meantime, we're still engaging our stakeholders, refreshing their minds. We're checking out sites to make sure that they are COVID protocol compliant. We're doing all we have to do, but we wait on health to get some acceptable, it won't be 100% safe, because even somebody who is fully vaccinated can still transmit the disease. The good thing is that it has proven that little or no hospitalization, little or no deaths. So it does save lives. But we await that. The date given for them to start is the 24th of July. It's not far away. So we have to fast track our meetings with them and in country to decide what our protocols are going to be. But we have to bear in mind that depending on what we do, we can easily just be left out of the itinerary. How will we deal with that? I don't know. On the other hand, if the ships do come in and people are sick, it is a problem for us and for the region. So we're balancing and we're using the same caution. What I'm happy about, the same team that has kept us safe thus far is the same team that is looking at the pros and the cons and advising us. So very shortly, we will let them know what our decision is, and we will let the nation know. I want to assure everyone that we will leave no stone unturned as to how we could keep this country safe. But I also just want to leave on the table that we have to look at livelihoods. A number of persons, a significant percentage of persons are displaced from jobs, and we have to look at how do we deal with that, how do we confront it, and if we say no to the cruise, what would be the fallout for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique?
Let me give you a nice piece of news that will make your day so very nice, Minister, so very good. You'll be smiling all day thinking about this. There's a young man who is from St. Patrick, and he works with a cruise line, and that cruise line owns one of the islands in the Bahamas. And just about a month or just over a month ago, the cruise line requested that he comes back to work. And when he thought that he was going to be on the ship, he went to that particular island and they placed him there, and he is in charge of the COVID protocols on that island for that cruise line. I don't know if he'd want me to tell you.
I like to hear that.
Yes.
I like to hear that.
Yeah, that's
that,
good.
Our Canadians, they fill various positions. And I know a few have been called back. We have assisted them in whatever way to get their COVID test and so on. We've done that. Once they cannot afford to do it, because we still have to make a little bit of money to keep the country going. But it has started back, and some Grenadians have gone back. And the discussions have intensified. I really would like to see cruise ships start so we can get our lives back. But I'm cognizant of the fact that health has to lead us and that we need to take their advice seriously.
Minister Modest, thank you so very much for the opportunity this morning. Now you know you can be on TV. I expect you here a lot more regular, so you can, I
know that the hairstyle.
Yeah. That's hot. As a matter of fact, one lady, she sent in and she said, what did she say? She should cut. No. She said that you look really hot with that new hairstyle. That's what one lady said. So you have it going on there. Yeah, you and that hairstyle.
All right. So thank you so much. Thank you, Grenada. Let us work together. Let us get vaccinated. Let us keep Grenada COVID free.
Mm-hmm.
Let us keep us safe. And the only proven way thus far is the vaccine.
Yeah.
And I think that's our option for now.
Minister, take care. Have a blessed day.
And Bella, wonderful. Take care.
All right then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. It is real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. 3 minutes after the 9 o'clock hour. Did go over our time, but nonetheless, we had a wonderful time with the minister this morning. Looking forward to having her again in not too distant future. I think next week we should be having Minister Pamela Moses, and then we'll be looking at the men within the camp of the new National Party, and then we'll move on to the NDC. What do you think? Yeah, man, let's get it going. This is Real FM Radio. Stay tuned. News at the top. Well, not at the top, but news at this time.
To meet the challenges of
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update.